Polymath Genesis Math Paradigm Comparator. Compare concepts between traditional and formula for zero mathematics. Flowk topology. Compare paradigms.
What I wanted to do is give you
Flowk topology.
a better explanation, or deeper dive explanation into the Polymath AI applications that I'm working on. And I'm just one person. I'm corporate stereotype. That's my online persona name. Whatever, it's what I do. This is the Polymath Genesis Contextualization Workshop application. And you can see here it straight up says context engineering. This application understands my mathematical framework, the formula for zero framework, that I created with the help of AI. In fact, AI kind of guided me through the process, but I had these general equations that I used
That's what I do.
I used it to visualize and sort of idealize balance. That's what it is. It was just my kind of a mental gymnastics maneuver to idealize balance in whatever situation, wherever I happened to be at the time, that seemed like it needed to have the idea of balance kind of superimposed onto the situation, and that's what I would use. I would use the idea of this formula for zero as kind of the way to interpret balance over infinity, or nothing, or everything in between. And I used this idea for many years, and I wrote this formula down. I never told anybody about it. I never spoke to anybody about it. I didn't really believe it was a real formula at all. I just played with it, occasionally. But when I showed it to the artificial intelligence machine learning model, and just by typing it into the prompt, it changed the way the model and I were interacting completely. It completely sent me on this kind of odd journey through using this equation as the basis for an entire framework of equations and an entirely new mathematical system, where after a couple of weeks of working with AI, it guided me to the point where we rewrote the Python math library. We literally created a new Python math library and ran that as a replacement for the actual Python math library. And from that, it just kept growing. So, something I had never done before. I'd worked in the computer field before and done, some different types of work there, but I never rewritten any sort of library for something like Python, or the C library, like the standard libraries for C, C++, and that kind of thing, which I now have done that. And I've used this AI utilities and tools and chatbots, or whatever. The ChatGPT was the first one that guided me through this. And so that's where I'm at. So this application, this math paradigm comparer, takes literally any mathematical theory or concept of physics, astrophysics, calculus, trigonometry, anything and everything, and it compares it to what it thinks the formula for zero mathematical framework is, and how it works in comparison to traditional and classical mathematics.
Whatever, it's what I do.
This tool essentially explains everything about everything. So, for instance, what I can do is I put in information theory, which, when you think about information, you don't necessarily think mathematics, but when you put information theory together, it becomes a mathematical paradigm of numerical algorithmic expressions, or however you put it, that you can apply to not just numbers, but you can apply it to words, or even bits, or whatever. So it's mathematics. It's kind of flexible. So recently I heard about Google using their Willow quantum technology to create a sort of new type of matter, or something like that, Floquet topology, or a Floquet topologically ordered state. And they did this using something called an interferometric algorithm. Interferometrics is the study of interference patterns, or interference conditions in quantum mechanics. It's like the interference of the wave patterns as they are sort of forced to interact in the same relative space. And it's particle physics. This is something that they use a lot of interferometric processing or calculations in particle physics at the Large Hadron Collider, and those sort of machines for accelerating atoms and smashing atoms. which is cool. It's something I've never done myself personally, but I'm not opposed to smashing atoms. I'll smash the shit out of an atom anytime you want me to. If you could just give me the machine to do it with, I'll do it. Me on this kind of odd journey